Stop. Do not leave this message yet. If someone you once loved walked away from you, stay here, because there is something you may have misunderstood about that relationship. You have asked, why did they leave? Why did they change? Why did they stop choosing me? But what if the person who left was never your soulmate? Don't skip. Stay till the end, because the answer may change the way you see your entire past. You may have believed that losing them meant losing the person God had chosen for you. You may have replayed the memories, remembered their words, and wondered whether you made a mistake. But listen carefully, your emotions can remember a beautiful moment while forgetting an entire pattern. You saw the relationship from your side. The Lord saw everything. You saw their words, God saw their actions. You saw the promises, God saw whether those promises were being lived. You saw the future you imagined, God saw the future you could not see. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 tells us to trust in the Lord and not lean completely on our own understanding. That verse matters right now. Because your heart may say, I lost the one. But faith says, God has not lost control of my story. Your heart may say, why did God let them leave? But faith asks, what was God showing me through their leaving? Stay here. Do not scroll away. Sometimes an ending is not punishment. Sometimes an ending is protection. Sometimes the person you wanted to keep was only meant to be part of the lesson that prepared you for something healthier. And sometimes you do not recognize that lesson until much later. The relationship may have been real. Your feelings may have been real. The memories may have been beautiful. But something being real does not mean it was meant to last forever. Some people become chapters. Some become turning points. Some teach you what love should look like by showing you what it should never become. And some are truly meant to walk beside you for years. That is why you must stop calling every powerful connection destiny. Strong feelings are not always God's confirmation. Chemistry is not the same as character. A beautiful beginning is not proof of a lifelong ending. And missing someone is not automatically a sign that you should return. Psalm 34 verse 18 says that the Lord is near to the brokenhearted. So when you were crying, when you were questioning your worth, when you were wondering why they changed, God was not far away. He was near. He saw the tears you never explained. He saw the nights when you tried to convince yourself that everything would somehow return to the way it was. But perhaps the Lord was teaching you something you could not learn while you were holding on. Maybe you learned that love cannot be carried by one person alone. Maybe you learned that promises without consistency are not enough. Maybe you learned that you should never have to beg someone to recognize your value. And maybe the greatest lesson was this: you cannot convince someone to choose you. They have to choose you freely. Don't skip. This is important. The person who is right for your future will not be perfect, but there will be a willingness to communicate. There will be respect. There will be honesty. There will be effort. When problems appear, you will not always be left alone to repair everything. Healthy love can have difficult moments, but it does not require one person to constantly prove that they deserve to be loved. So if your ex left you confused, do not conclude that you were not enough. Their decision is not your identity. Their departure is not your destiny. Their silence does not determine your future. One person's inability to remain does not determine your ability to be loved. Hear this clearly. You can miss someone without needing them back. You can forgive someone without returning to them. You can remember what was beautiful without pretending everything was healthy. You can be thankful for what the relationship taught you while accepting that its chapter has ended. Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19 speaks about God doing something new. Something new. Maybe you have been asking God to restore the old while He has been preparing you to recognize the new. Maybe you keep looking at the door that closed because you are afraid of what comes next. But familiar does not always mean right. Loneliness does not mean you should return. Nostalgia is not confirmation. James 1 verse 5 tells us to ask God for wisdom. So ask Him for discernment. Ask Him to help you see character instead of being blinded by chemistry. Ask Him to help you recognize consistency instead of being impressed by promises. Ask Him to help you recognize peace instead of confusing emotional intensity with destiny. And when the right person enters your life, something may feel different. There may still be excitement, attraction, laughter, and deep connection. But there will also be clarity. You will not constantly wonder where you stand. You will not spend every night analyzing messages. You will not feel that one mistake could make everything disappear. There will be a willingness to build, communicate, forgive, and grow. Something huge is waiting for you to understand. The right person will not require you to lose yourself just to keep them. You will not have to abandon your faith, your values, your boundaries, or your peace simply to hold their attention. Their actions will support their words. So stop asking the past to give you a future. Give that person to God. Give the memories to God. Give the unanswered questions to God. And give your future to God. You do not have to know who is coming next. You do not have to force love. You do not have to chase someone simply because you are tired of being alone. If that person ever returns, do not decide from loneliness. Pray first. Look at their character. Look at their consistency. Look at what has genuinely changed. A return is not automatically restoration. And if they never return, remember this: your story did not end when they left. Your future did not leave with them. Your worth did not leave with them. God is still writing your story. So release the person you cannot control. Release the future you imagined. Release the question you may never receive an answer to. Then say in your heart, Lord, I trust you with what I cannot understand. One day you may look back and realize that you thought you were losing your future when you were actually being released from your past. The person who left may have been part of your story, but they do not have to be the ending. Perhaps the greatest sign that you are healing is not that you forget them. It is that you can remember them without needing them to return. You can say, it mattered. It taught me. It ended. And I trust God with what comes next. Do not go backward simply because the past is familiar. Do not confuse history with destiny. Do not confuse intensity with God's confirmation. And never believe that because one person left, your chance at real love left with them. Your chapter is not finished. Your future is not cancelled. The person who left may have closed one chapter, but they did not close the entire book. Trust the Lord. Keep your heart close to Him. Let Scripture guide you. Let wisdom guide you. And when the right season comes, you may finally understand why that chapter had to end.